action.
All right, so marriage, it's a concept, right? A pretty wild one if you think about it. You find one person, just one, out of billions of people walking this earth, and you decide, you know what? I choose you. It's like Pokemon, but with more legal paperwork. Except instead of epic Pokemon battles to become the champion, your daily battles are more about who left the milk out, or whose turn it is to face the mountain of laundry. It's like agreeing to have a roommate, but this roommate is legally bound to you for life, and they see you at your absolute weirdest. Like when you're trying to assemble flat-pack furniture at 2 a.m. fueled by rage and stale coffee. You sign some papers, there's usually cake involved, which is always a solid bonus in my book, then BAM! You're married. Congratulations, you've officially unlocked co-op mode in the game of life. Hope you picked a good teammate. Remember being single? Ah, those were the days, weren't they? You could leave your shoes wherever you wanted, right in the middle of the hallway if you felt like it. Your socks could achieve a level of sentience in the corner of your room and no one would bat an eye or file a complaint. Dinner could be a single, slightly sad pickle eaten directly from the jar if that's what your heart truly desired at that moment. No judgment, just pure, unadulterated pickle enjoyment. Now there's accountability, a terrifying word. There's another human being in your space who might ask with genuine concern or perhaps a hint of horror, are you really going to wear that shirt with those pants? Or even worse, did you just use my expensive imported face cream as emergency shoe polish? The stakes are significantly higher now, people. It's a whole new level of the game and you didn't even get a tutorial. It's like you've been unexpectedly cast in a long-running, unscripted sitcom, except you don't get a script, there are no cue cards. And the only laugh track is just you, laughing nervously at 3 a.m. because your partner is making a series of truly bizarre sleep noises. Is that a demon trying to escape their mortal coil? Nope, just your beloved spouse on a regular Tuesday night. You once thought you were the main character of your own life story, all cool and brooding, like some misunderstood anime anti-hero with a tragic backstory. Suddenly you're thrust into a slice-of-life comedy, and your co-star, your spouse, insists on narrating every single mundane thing you do. Oh look, he's making coffee again. That's the third one today. Yes, thank you, darling, for the live commentary on my caffeine addiction. People will try to tell you that marriage is this beautiful, serene landscape. They'll describe it as a calm, tranquil ocean of unending love and understanding, and sometimes it truly is. Sometimes it's a breathtaking sunset view shared from a cozy balcony with gentle music playing. Other times, however, it's more like you're both trapped in a tiny, rickety rowboat right in the middle of a Category 5 hurricane, vigorously arguing about which way is north, all while a giant mythical kraken, which might just represent the impending visit from the in-laws, maybe, is actively trying to capsize your little vessel. And to make matters worse, you discover you only have one oar, and it's slightly cracked. Good luck navigating those choppy waters, sailors. Let's talk about the remote control, shall we? This seemingly innocuous small plastic rectangle, often sticky for unknown reasons, holds an immense, almost tyrannical power within a household. It is the scepter of channel changing, the sacred orb of binge-watching, the key to televisual nirvana. And typically there is only one. Thus, the battle for its possession is a silent, often passive-aggressive, daily war of attrition. You think it's safe resting on the arm of the sofa? You glance away for a second and it's gone, vanished into thin air like a ninja in the night. Your spouse, meanwhile, is innocently flipping through channels, landing on a documentary about competitive snail racing. They just look at you with those big, innocent eyes. What? This is legitimately fascinating television content. Sure it is, honey. Sure it is. Then there's that age-old, deceptively simple question. So what do you want for dinner? This isn't a simple query looking for a straightforward answer. Oh no, my friends. This is a trap. A carefully laid verbal landmine designed to test the very foundations of your relationship. The classic counterattack honed over centuries of marital discourses. I don't know, what do you want for dinner? This conversational volley can go on for hours, sometimes days. Seriously, you could probably learn a new language or build a small functioning civilization in the time it takes for a couple to decide between ordering pizza or attempting to cook tacos. It's a standoff worthy of a classic Western movie, complete with imaginary tumbleweeds rolling through the living room and dramatic narrowed-eye stares. Like a hawk circling overhead, sensing the indecision. Sharing a bed. Oh, it sounds so cozy and romantic in theory, doesn't it? Like something out of a cheesy rom-com. Wrong. So very wrong. In reality, it's often a nightly mixed martial arts match for blanket territory and mattress real estate. One of you is a human radiator, radiating heat like a small personal sun, making the Sahara Desert feel like a cool spring morning. The other partner is basically an ice sculpture that occasionally and violently kicks in their sleep. And the snoring, oh, the glorious cacophonous snoring, it's not just a gentle rhythmic rumble, no, it's a full-blown industrial symphony, a nightly concert of nostril-based noise pollution. Sometimes it sounds like a bear wrestling a particularly loud vacuum cleaner. Sweet dreams, they say. Yeah, right. And let's not forget the highly developed, almost supernatural art of selective hearing. It's a superpower that many spouses seem to develop shortly after saying "I do." You can be standing right next to them and say something crucial like, "The house is currently on fire, and a family of raccoons is stealing our silverware." And they won't even flinch if they're deeply engrossed in scrolling through their phone or watching a cat video. But whisper, ever so softly, "I think I'll just order a large pizza with all the toppings just for myself from 3 rooms away behind a closed door," and suddenly it's pizza. Did someone say pizza? What kind are we getting? Am I included in this? Their ears transform into highly sensitive satellite dishes, specifically calibrated for certain keywords like food, shopping, or your mother called. It's truly a modern marvel of spousal evolutionary biology. Arguments in a marriage, and they will happen, can escalate with surprising speed and intensity. It's like both of you suddenly remember your secret identities as fighting game characters and activate your most devastating special moves. One person unleashes the power of bringing up that thing you did 7 years ago. That I said was fine, but clearly wasn't. The other partner immediately counters with the unrelenting logic barrage of facts and figures that completely misses the emotional point. You both go Super Saiyan with sheer frustration, your hair metaphorically spiking upwards, an aura of annoyance shimmering around you. There are dramatic, tension-filled pauses. There are pointed fingers and exaggerated gasps. Sometimes there's even a single rogue tear that gets its own dramatic close-up sparkling under the harsh light of resentment. Who will win this epic clash of wills? Usually the couch wins because one of you is inevitably sleeping on it tonight, but then just when you think you can't take another second of shared existence, there are those moments, those beautiful, unexpected, almost magical moments of spousal genius or unforeseen thoughtfulness. Your partner, out of the blue, remembers that obscure brand of candy you loved as a child but haven't mentioned in a decade. They present it to you like it's the Holy Grail. Or even more miraculously, they actually clean the entire bathroom, including the dreaded toilet area, without being asked, threatened, bribed, or nagged into submission. It's like witnessing a rare celestial event or getting a legendary item drop in your favorite video game. You feel a warmth spread through your jaded heart. Maybe this whole marriage thing isn't a total scam designed to test your sanity. Maybe they listen. Sometimes, when the planets align, trying to get your partner's undivided attention when they're deep into a video game, lost in the labyrinth of social media, or watching a particularly engrossing sports match. It's an epic quest, a hero's journey fraught with peril and probable failure. You could set off a small display of indoor fireworks. You could have a full, intellectually stimulating conversation with the dog about the socio-economic implications of current events, complete with charts and graphs. Nothing. They are in the zone. It's like they've erected an impenetrable magical barrier around themselves. A Kekai Genkai of do not disturb under penalty of extreme annoyance. You might as well be invisible, a friendly ghost haunting your own living room. Honey the cat just learned to play the ukulele and is demanding a record deal. Response: that's nice, dear. Just one more level, I promise. And then there's the delicate, often perilous dance of choosing a movie or a TV show to watch together. This negotiation process can sometimes take longer than the actual runtime of the chosen entertainment. One person is in the mood for a gritty, philosophical sci-fi epic that explores the depths of human existence. The other partner wants a light-hearted, romantic comedy where a clumsy baker from a small town accidentally falls in love with a charming prince who is also a part-time international spy and a volunteer firefighter. The ensuing negotiation is intense, filled with compromise, passive aggression, and strategic sighing. When you finally agree on something, it feels like a diplomatic miracle. But then, inevitably, one of you, or both, starts providing a live, unsolicited commentary track. "Oh, I bet he's the killer. Look at his shifty eyes. Why is she wearing those impractical shoes to run from a monster?" It's like having your own personal Mystery Science Theater 3000, but it's your life and the robots are your spouse. Look, despite the ever-present laundry mountain that seems to regenerate overnight like some kind of fabric hydra, or the constant, frustrating search for that one specific missing Tupperware lid that holds the key to all leftover storage, Marriage is pretty wild in a generally good way. It's like having a built-in best friend who has legally agreed in front of witnesses and everything that they can't easily escape your particular brand of weirdness. They've seen you with morning breath that could probably stun a charging rhinoceros at 50 paces. They've heard you sing completely off-key in the shower, hitting notes that don't actually exist in music. And they're still there. That's either an undeniable testament to true love, or they're just really, really patient individuals, or maybe, just maybe, it's a delightful, confusing little bit of both. You also get your own personal in-house stand-up comedian. Okay, sometimes their jokes are so incredibly bad they travel full circle and somehow land in the realm of being hysterically funny, or perhaps you're just chronically sleep-deprived due to the aforementioned nightly snoring symphonies and blanket wars, and your sense of humor has become slightly warped. Either way, you laugh a lot. Sometimes you're laughing because you're both being incredibly, wonderfully stupid together. Sometimes you're laughing because if you didn't laugh at the sheer absurdity of the situation, you might actually start crying, and nobody wants that. It's a coping mechanism, sure, but it's also a pretty good one, and it often comes with a comforting hug afterwards. It's really about all the small, quirky, weird things that make up your shared life. The secret inside jokes that no one else in the entire world would ever understand. The ones that make you both burst into laughter with just a single glance. The way they know exactly how you like your tea or coffee, down to the precise millisecond of steeping or the exact number of sugar granules, even if they still, after all these years, can't quite figure out which bin is for recycling and which is for regular trash. It's that shared telepathic eye roll you exchange when someone says something utterly ridiculous at a dinner party. These are the golden nuggets, the little treasures of a long-term partnership. It's like starring in your own personal, slightly chaotic, but ultimately heartwarming indie film. And you wouldn't trade your quirky co-star for anyone. Well, most days anyway. So is marriage a perfect, flawless fairy tale ending? Not exactly, no. It's much more like an ongoing, unpredictable improv show. You're both on stage, making it up as you go along with no script and a very enthusiastic but occasionally confused audience of two. There are unexpected plot twists, like when the ancient plumbing in your house decides to spontaneously explode on a Sunday morning. There are moments of pure, unadulterated slapstick comedy, usually involving minor injuries and a lot of bewildered blinking. But through all the beautiful chaos, the remote control wars, the eternal dinner debates, and the nightly blanket heists, you have a partner in crime. Someone to share the wild, unpredictable adventure with. And that, my friends, is pretty darn awesome, even if they do consistently leave their socks right next to, but not quite in, the hamper again.